So let's talk about circles. Your formula chart has a lot of information about circles. It tells you the area of a circle, it tells you the circumference of a circle, and it tells you the value of pi, which is the ratio of a circle's circumference to its diameter. Two other facts that you need to remember about circles is that the radius goes from a circle to its center, and that the diameter goes all the way through the center of the circle from one point to another. The radius is exactly 1/2 of the diameter. Let's look at a word problem about circles. We're told that a circular tablecloth has a radius of 2.5 feet, and that Kyle is sewing a ribbon around the edge of the tablecloth. If Kyle has exactly enough ribbon, which measurement is closest to the length of the piece of the ribbon in feet? So here's Kyle's tablecloth. It has a radius of 2.5 feet. And we want to know the distance around the circle because that's where he is sewing the ribbon. That distance is called the circumference. And our formula chart actually has two formulas that tell us how to find the circumference of a circle. Either one works, you get to choose. In this case, the problem tells me the radius. So I'm going to choose this formula that has the radius. That's 2 times pi times the radius. I'm just going to substitute 2.5 in place of r in that formula. And this problem will actually be a little bit easier if I multiply 2 times 2.5 first. 2 times 2.5 is 5. So I can write this as my circumference is equal to 5 times pi. Now let's multiply that. Now remember that our formula chart told us that the value of pi is approximately equal to 3.14. I'm actually going to estimate my answer. I know that 5 times 3 is 15, so my answer should be a little bigger than 15. That lets me get rid of answer choices F and J. The other two choices are pretty good. Doing the multiplication, I can see that the circumference of this circle is 15 7/10, which is answer choice G. Let's look at one more example. This problem tells us that a rotating lawn sprinkler sprays water in a circular area of grass as shown in the picture, and it tells us that the diameter of the circular area is 16 feet. We want to know the area in square feet that the sprinkler sprays with water. So I'm going to add the diameter to my diagram, and then find the area of a circle on my formula chart. There it is, pi r squared. Now the only problem is I don't know my radius. I can figure it out though. The radius is half of the diameter. So 16 divided by 2 is 8. That means my radius is 8. So my area is equal to pi times 8 squared. So that means my area is equal to pi times 8 times 8. That's going to be 64 times pi. Let's multiply that out. Now before I multiply, I'm just going to estimate 60 times 3 is 180. So my answer should be a little bit bigger than 180. That means I can get rid of answer choices J and F and G. I only have one answer choice left. Hopefully it's right. Let's multiply and find out. Let's see. Yep, it sure is. My answer is 296 hundredths square feet, which is answer choice H. So remember, when you're working with circles, identify the measurements you've been given. Are you working with the radius or the diameter? Figure out what you're trying to look for. Do you want the area or the circumference? Go to your formula chart, write down your formula, substitute, and solve.